based here right in Indonesia, and they are attacking the micro employment market. Please put your hands together for the guys from Gobann, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon judges. My name is Michael Lukai. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Gobann.com, and alongside me is Teddy Pinjoro, also our co-founder. So before we go into my concept, let's first introduce the problem. Indonesia is the 4th largest populated country in the world. However, we're still struggling with a high unemployment rate of 16%. And from this, there are higher living costs as well. And resulting from that, there are a lot of untapped talents in the market. Your typical toll booth worker here in Indonesia, it has an undergraduate degree. That's a big problem. On the other side, we have sellers, buyers, and businesses looking for quick and cheap solutions to things. So that's what we want to bridge. However, in bridging the two together, we come across 3 issues. First of all is the interaction barrier. You might not get the right person in time for the thing you want. Second of all is that Indonesians are still lacking the trust to do online transactions. And last but not least, we're still a referral-based society. So for example, the photographers or the waiters you see outside probably got the job from a referral rather than from a posting online or in a newspaper. So this is where Gobann comes in. We're going to be a micro-job website marketplace that caters to sellers and buyers at a price point of 50,000 rupiah and above. As you get better ratings, you can sell more on our website. We're not biased to only one side of the spectrum. We open it up to buyers as well, and I'll explain that a little later. And having said that, we're going to be targeting initially students, moonlighters, or people looking for an extra buck, and that's pretty much everyone. So let's first see how Gobann works. Let's say that Teddy Pinjoro here, say hi, is a full-time professional. However, he has interest in feng shui analysis. That's a Chinese analysis. But he can post it online for free. He can post a picture, a video, description, basically his selling points, and comments you can see from various buyers, as well as related posts. This is a very cliche marketplace that you see all over the place in the internet. It's very seller-oriented. However, at Gobann, we believe and challenge ourselves in the question of who a deal maker is in this type of society and commerce. We believe it's both the buyer and the seller. So if Teddy here is a seller, let's just say that I'm a buyer, and my girlfriend just dumped me, and I need some advice on life tips to get over my issues. I can simply type in what I need, and it will go directly to Gobann's live demand feed. So it caters to the buyers. And even before Teddy has an interaction with me, he can see who our mutual friends are on Facebook, my rating, and my Facebook profile as well. So this still has that referral base embedded within our website. Afterwards, Teddy can simply offer his service to me, and I will get a notification through push email, and I can purchase through the 5 payment systems that we have: Mandiri, BCA, T-Cash, Caspay, and PayPal. I simply pay, and as soon as Gobann receives my payment, we will be connected through our messaging platform. So within this messaging platform, we can exchange information, instructions, and Teddy can send exactly what he needs to fulfill his service. Simple as that. As soon as he can send his attached document or whatnot, and then we rate each other, and that's how Gobann works. Simple as 1, 2, 3. So going back to our business, how do we make money? First of all, it's from the transaction fees. We hold 20% of each transaction within our website. Second of all, since our business is a high volume and low margin type of business, we will have a lot of advertising both in the mobile and web platforms. Last but not least, it's more of a long-term goal, but our human resource database will be of great value, especially for corporations to nitpick various creative talents that are within our website. So our market size is approximately $112 million. It's about 55 million users, and 37% of these users go online for education services, buying and selling services, as well as job hunting. So that's how we calculated that. And the people making it happen include Sean Yoon, our co-founder. He is a Korean native, currently based in Seoul. Recently has a startup called Meeple. So successful that it was recently featured in Korean national television. Teddy Pinjoro, who's standing right there, he went to school in Singapore and Beijing and has a strong retail and e-commerce background. And myself with a banking and private equity background, and I graduated with honors from Babson College. And all 3 of us are very passionate about entrepreneurship, and we believe we have the energy to make this happen. So in essence, we will connect the untapped talents in the market with the demands it needs and receives through capitalizing on creative talents, social integration, giving as many payment methods as possible to increase consumer confidence, and rating system to do just that as well, all under one cloud we call Gobann. Thank you so much for your attention. We're open to questions.
I've seen quite a few of this. I mean, perhaps in different type of work. Perhaps this is job. Some of them is actually other thing. My question to you is that, what if 6 months down the line, what is your target in terms of number of buyers and sellers that you need to bring together, and how much money you have in order to build this marketplace? Because the whole is about execution. It's very clear that there's such a need in the market. But could you have built the marketplace within that time window, within your budget? Sure.
Thank you for the question. We are targeting in 1 year is about 500,000 users, which can be considered a lot. However, our strategy to secure those users in the first 6 months include visiting colleges and schools and getting the students at first. So it'll be in a bulk, as well as creating partnerships with various communities, both online and offline, to engage them. Usually creative communities such as photographers, editors, and all that sort. In terms of the budget question, right now we're budgeting out of our pockets, but as soon as we can raise funds, we're aiming at about 300,000 US for the first 2 years of financing.
Your service has been around for quite some time, right?
Pardon me?
Your service has been around for quite some time?
It's launched 1st of May, so 1 month.
1 month. So what do you see as the challenge that you can, for you to reach that 500,000 users?
The talents.
The main challenge for you to reach that 500,000 users?
Challenge.
Yeah, and how you try to overcome that?
Sure. It's always the chicken and egg question. You always ask yourself, will the sellers come first or will the buyers come first? So we're learning that as we go. We're starting to see that a lot of volume comes from the sellers. So the trick now is how to get the demand within our website. So I guess some marketing strategy, as well as since we have just soft launched, so we haven't marketed it as heavily as we can. But hopefully once we engage students and moonlighters, I think it'll pick up from there.
So my next question would be, what would you do if Fiverr gets into this space in Indonesia?
Sure. That's also another question we get. But basically we believe that being localized here, as well as the diversity of the team, and the strategy that we have in place will differentiate us from Fiverr. Since we're coming from the bottom of the pyramid up, in comparison to Fiverr, who's coming from the US, it's sort of from a top-bottom approach. So once we gather the masses, I think we have a greater influence on the market in that sense than Fiverr.
Maybe quick question. So basically building a double-sided marketplace. So this is one of the most difficult things to do on the internet. And you're doing that in a market where internet is not so widespread. So you're targeting like 500,000 users. I heard that there was maybe 50 million users.
Yes.
So you want about 1% of the internet users in Indonesia to be on your platform,
Right.
and buy and sell services. So that sounds pretty ambitious.
Yes.
To me, it looks like you could have an interesting medium-sized business. I'm not sure how much like venture backable it is. With a little bit, you can go quite far in Indonesia. And I see it not necessarily at kind of the end game of the service, but maybe at the first way to see what actually sticks and what kind of maybe higher value services you might be able to sell.
Sure. Yes, so basically you're exactly correct. Thank you for that statement. We're basically the first layer of the filtering process, if you may, of talents that can go above and beyond, sort of a leveling system. So in that sense, our future long-run goal is to work together, for example, with other companies that are the second layer. So that second layer will basically bring these talents to an international level and sort of make money online with a more complex algorithm to match between buying and selling, as well as a project database, project guideline, and and database online. So you can, for example, have milestones and etc.
Yeah, I think you're being a little bit optimistic with this. I don't know if you benchmarked Elance or Odesk, got a sense of their size.
Right.
They've been around for a long time and they're not so big.
Sure.
So I'm thinking more, maybe they could, because you're basically filtering qualifying talent, maybe there would be something on recruiting, but I'm not sure if that's really suitable. So, but anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, gentlemen. So for all